Okay, I've counted the runners down. We should see them head off shortly. It should be about a 45-second delay. So in the meantime, for those who don't know about the category, in All Skills Hollow Knight, we get as the name says, we get all the skills. That includes all the all the spells, as well as the upgrades, nail arts, and all movement abilities. And both runners are off now. You'll see them do their first inventory drop in the game. This is a I'm not sure how to call it, tactic, speed tech thing that we use.
Yeah, we used to get early control, so you can see them. They pressed escape at the very beginning, which allows for early control of the night, and we use the inventory drop there to uncap our fall speed to get the fastest drop into the very start of the game.
It also canceled out the hard fall, which especially in King's Pass saves about 7-8 seconds. It's actually fascinating to me because although it's actually the earliest segments that have some of the hardest movement, because you don't have any movement abilities yet, every tiny jump matters so much more.
Yeah, I would completely agree.
And with how hard it is to move optimally in Hollow Knight, that can actually be quite a learning curve to figure out.
Yeah, and we see both runners now coming out of King's Pass into a Dirtmouth, both getting fairly good King's Passes as well.
So although you might see the runners jumping around or swinging their nail randomly at times throughout the run, going through Dirtmouth is actually the only time when that actually matters, because the game automatically slows you down when you're going through the area. But if you're jumping, you have normal speed.
Yep, and for a little information on the runners, Wasabi's PB is a 57.27, while Collie's is a 59.26. So it should be an interesting race, as they have quite a close PB to each other.
So this room here, the Aspid Arena, has a trick for an insta-kill on these two, where you smack that spike into both Aspids. Unfortunately, both runners miss it, and they both struggle with the cleanup, with Wasabi having a slightly better cleanup than Collie. But they should be only a couple seconds off from each other, which this early in the race, it still can go either way.
Yeah, of course. And we see them both having fairly clean go rooms. Wasabi getting hit by the pesky area where that Vengefly is, and Collie getting through it unharmed. And they're coming up to False Knight here in a bit.
So False Knight, we don't actually fight, although it's technically the first boss. We use a dev-intended skip to completely bypass the second and third phases of the fight. It does drop an item which is usually needed to get into a later game area or a mid-game area, but we sequence break to avoid needing that. So Collie having a little bit of trouble in the statue pogo room. That does put Wasabi ahead again, but it's still early moments yet. We'll see how the runners are after Green Path, after Fungal Wastes.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some strategic points where each runner can pull ahead or get behind each other. So we'll definitely be looking out for those.
It's also important to point out that it's quite possible for a runner to perform not quite as well as usual due to race nerves. It's a very real thing.
Oh, it's a thing for comms too.
Pressure. So here, Collie is a little bit behind still, but as I said, it's early moments yet. Now, the runners are heading to pick up their first skill, Vengeful Spirit. This will be quite a big damage output for us for most of the game, especially once we get the upgraded version, Shade Soul, as well as the Charm Shaman Stone. And the spell is also used for a lot of movement early game. It gives us just enough knockback that, if done properly, can get us across gaps between ledges that we wouldn't be able to jump without.
Yeah, definitely. It's used for some quite cool skips in Green Path.
Yep.
Sure.
After that, it's not used for movement at all, really, because we have the dash, which gives us more than enough forward momentum for any other ledges.
Yeah, they're coming through. The runners are coming through Mound here, and we'll see how good their Balder RNG is.
Looks like Wasabi getting a second spit.
Yeah, Wasabi gets second spit. Very nicely.
We'll see
very
how
clean.
Collie gets. What Collie gets. It could be a little bit of a chance for her to catch up if she gets the first spit, which she does not. She also gets the second spit.
Both second spits by the runners. Very nice to see that the Balder was not very not nice to them.
I think Tourney Recce for Balder spits is 11 or so. I know
Yikes.
one of the runners got an 8 spit Balder and still managed to get a PB.
I know MC got an 8 spit.
Yeah, that's who I'm referring to.
Yeah, I'm not sure about more than that. Although, yeah, if chat has any insight on that, that'd be appreciated. Oh yeah, so Gidge is confirming 11.
Yes. So what you just saw Wasabi do there is the Balder insta-kill. Basically, you're able to use 1221 spaghetti code to get your fireball stuck on the enemy and have it kill it, instead of having that one fireball kill it, instead of having to do 4 fireballs as for the first one, and risking the infamous Balder RNG a second time.
Right, or as Palm likes to put it, you walked so far away that he just cried and couldn't handle you leaving, so he died.
I like that answer better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those boulders have a reputation of liking to mess up runs. So what you just saw Wasabi do is the first example from these runners of a fireball skip.
Yeah, he got a very, very clean one, with needing only 2 fireballs.
This last fireball that he's in the room he's coming up on is the most important one, because if you miss it, you can lose up to 12 seconds. Let's see if he gets it second try. He does.
Yeah, very clean, third fireball skip from Sabi.
Yes, it could be that he'll give that little bit will give Collie enough chance to catch up a bit more.
Yeah, if Collie's able to get it first try, that would definitely catch her up in the slightest
but
margins.
Collie wasn't at full soul. Yeah, at this point, it is not helping her catch up, and she was.
Yeah, she's ending up going around. She wasn't able to get as far off that platform as she probably thought she could have.
Yeah, so this is probably losing Collie, I want to say, at this point, 17 seconds, including fumbling around with the skip. It is, for some runners, the hardest one. It's debatable whether it's the hardest or the easiest.
Yeah, for sure.
But for those who it's the hardest, it's very hard. Collie also very low on Geo, as chat points out. That will be a stunt later on when she needs to purchase Shaman Stone, as well as Dash Slash, which has a hefty cost.
Yeah, Sabi is 21 Geo ahead of Collie currently, so we'll see how much Geo the runners get here from each of their respective Moss Knight kills.
Collie really needs to pick up every bit she can.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to leave green path with roughly 100 at least. Preferably more to be a bit more comfortable.
300, you mean?
Yeah, I believe that's what I said.
You said 100.
Oh, my bad. My bad. So, the reason why Geo is so tight early game is because very early on we need to pick up Dash Slash, which we get completely scammed by Oro from for a hefty price of 800 Geo.
Ooh, Collie not able to get the Geo from the Moss Treasure right there, and it's going to be at a slightly lower margin of 294, which means that she'll need to get a lot more Geo in City, and especially from the two before Gold or Gorgeous Husk.
Yeah. So they're currently one Hornet fight apart. Looks like Collie is struggling a little bit, taking some damage, but I'm sure that she'll be fine. Hornet is almost dead at this point. Yep, and that's a Hornet fight. So this next segment that Wasabi is going to go through, Fungal Waste, is actually one of my favorite parts of the run. You start to have a bit more movement, which lets you do more cool stuff. And it's also the first area where you really have a little bit of risk, what with the inventory drop over acid, as well as the explosion pogo, which if you mess up can deal 2 damage. So really clean acid inventory drop from Wasabi.
And we go into Fungal here to get Claw, which completely opens up the game from here.
Oh yeah.
For us, yeah. It's one of the it's probably the greatest usage of vertical movement.
Yeah, so much of the game is locked behind Claw that it's by far the most important one we get. So, Wasabi coming up on the explosion pogo while Collie gets out of the acid inventory drop room.
Yeah, and explosion pogo can be quite the time loss, either if you die to it or just have a bad setup with it where you have to go around. But I'm pretty sure both runners here will get it as they are fairly experienced.
Yeah.
Yep, as you can see, Wasabi there
Wasabi
getting it
gets
first try.
Makes it look easy.
Yeah.
So next up, he's going to be in Mantis Village. This skip that he does.
Ooh, Collie taking an unfortunate dump to the acid right there.
Oof, you do not like to see it. Collie, you don't have tier yet.
Oh, and another unfortunate. Oh no, stopping to heal.
She probably feels a bit uncomfortable going into the acid room without having 4 health, which is understandable.
Mm-hmm. But we'll see how Collie takes this explosion pogo.
I really hope she gets it first try.
Oh, and misses the initial pogo.
At least she doesn't take damage. That's the important.
That's true. All right, getting it second try, as Sabi has gotten Claw, and is on his way to kill Grozmother.
So this is the second boss, the first one that we actually kill.
And we are hearing from Sylvia that Sabi forgot to turn off his noise for gold splits because apparently he golded Claw.
Well, congrats on the gold, Wasabi.
Yep.
Can we get a HK Glad in chat? Okay, so just going through Crossroads again. This is one of the last times we'll see Crossroads. Actually, technically, it's
Ooh, Sabi taking
we see it
an
twice more,
unfortunate
but
hit to Jennifer right there.
did he let Jennifer live though? That's the important question.
I do not believe so.
Okay, I don't really care about Jennifer. The real question is, will he let Milo live?
Well, we have heard he is indifferent about Mila, so
Okay, I don't remember if Collie is a Milo killer or not. Collie taking a dunk in the Gome room. That's really awful, especially
yikes.
because
Oh, she is off cycle here, and it's
yes, if
yeah,
you take
that's
a dunk
unfortunate.
there, the Gomes are completely off cycle, which can completely screw over your timing.
Yeah, definitely.
So Sabi just got the aforementioned Shaman Stone. The reason why we take the time in the Geo to get this charm is because it buffs our spells so much that it's completely worth the time it takes to get it. We use it for the entire run, and it just helps us completely melt bosses. And I don't know what Wasabi was doing. Unfortunate death there. It is
Oh yeah, no, very
very
unfortunate death.
unfortunate.
Very
Yes.
stupid death to the husk
We
right
used
there.
the shade
Oh, very unfortunate fireball, however.
that actually is unfortunate.
Oh no, he missed the shade skip. That
He got the
does give
fireball
Collie
really
more
high
time
up.
to potentially catch up.
Yes, he got the fireball very high up, which does make it a lot harder to salvage. Kali also not having the best Gresser cleanup, but she does get it. And she is one of those who benches before Solo Brasha. Interesting.
Yeah, I think that more and more, from what I've seen at least, runners bench after. But occasionally they do bench before, which is why recently the comm sub has turned to the entering of Blue Lake, I believe, right? Instead of getting Shaman Stone.
I believe so, yes. I could be mistaken though. Unfortunate death for Kali as well. I don't know what's going on with these runners today.
Ah, jeez. They're just dying left and right. I don't know.
I know, right? Well, hopefully this will be the only death of the run, and I really hope I didn't just comms curse them.
Yeah, hopefully not.
So the reason why Wasabi is killing all of those enemies there is because we need every last drop of Geo to be able to purchase Dash Slash from Oro.
Yeah, Sabi's sitting at a comfy 260 Geo here, and we'll see what he is at after the gorgeous husk.
Yes. Meanwhile, Kali is still lower on Geo than I'd like to see.
Yeah, 190 might be a little tight.
I don't know if Wasabi is on PB pace because of struggling with the Aspid Arena, but I'm not familiar enough with his splits.
Yeah, I'm not either. But he is having a fairly good race so far, from what I've seen.
Oh yeah, and as we know, he golded. He golded
Yeah.
Claw.
Collie unfortunately not getting all the hits that she wants on these enemies, for the extra soul, but
Yeah.
getting through that room okay, and she's also now coming up to Gorgeous Husk.
So Wasabi had a really comfortable 737 Geo. Even if he kills all the same bugs that hoppers that he would normally, then he'll be very comfortable Geo-wise for King Station.
Yeah, no, he's looking fine on Geo. Collie, on the other hand, I'm a little bit worried about.
She might need to kill all the hoppers in the room and get
Yeah,
all the Geo, which
I mean, for this all Geo, she'd be at 720, I believe, here.
Yeah.
Ooh, only 416.
That
That,
you don't like to
yeah,
see
that's going to
that.
put her a little tight. Sabi at 830, he's fairly comfy on Geo. At 30 extra is fairly good for King Station.
Yes. Oh, Wasabi will definitely be fine. So Collie actually at 716 Geo, which is
Okay.
actually just fine.
Yeah,
It means
that's
that she
a fair
can,
amount.
yeah, she can go into the hopper room and get most of the Geo, but
Yeah,
still
she
not
doesn't have to be like
every.
too worried. Not as comfy as Joe's Sabi going in, obviously, but still comfy enough that she will most likely do fine with the hoppers presented.
Yeah. So chat telling us that Wasabi is in fact behind. I'm not sure about Collie though. Both runners have a sub-hour PB, although Wasabi's is 2 minutes ahead of Collie's. So yeah, Collie is just fine on Geo.
Oh, getting the exact
Actually,
right amount.
just
Yeah.
just fine on Geo. Just.
Yeah, only
Going
just.
for the magic number there. It does mean that King Station will be a little bit tighter though. And
Yeah, definitely.
Wasabi is now heading up into Spire with another dev-intended skip there. He's going to do the first lever skip of the route right there where he hits that lever through the floor.
Ooh, taking an unfortunate hit and fall due to the winged sentry.
Yeah, you
Or the
don't want
husk
to be
sentry.
down any health going into Sanctum because that area is just brutal no matter what.
Yeah, definitely. Sanctum is one of the hardest areas, in my opinion, for casual playthroughs and for this run.
It's definitely one of the most RNG heavy segments, no question, because those soul twisters,
yeah, those do suck.
They can teleport straight into your dash, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yup. Let's just pray that Sabi gets good RNG here.
Yes. So it looks like he's struggling a little bit with that Soul Twister. He doesn't take any damage though, which is the important thing. And he's up to 2 spells of soul, which is also good.
He's up to 54. Oh man, if only he had 2 more Geo. Would have been shadows.
Oh yeah. Maybe he'll still get it, you don't know.
Collie taking an alternate route, going for the other lever and going up from the bottom. Interesting.
Yeah, so this is some runners do choose to do that, particularly in a race setting, because hitting the other lever to sequence break causes the top of that room there to be completely black. No visual cues, nothing. And some runners have a really difficult time navigating that area because you basically need to completely trust your instincts and trust your muscle memory to be able to get out without getting stuck.
Right. And we just saw Sabi get another lever skip, and with this time with dash slash, and he's about to do another one. But we just saw him get Shade Soul, which is a fairly good charm, and we use it a lot in the run. Or sorry, fairly good spell, and we use it quite a bit in the run just for bosses and enemies and stuff like that, as it does deal quite a lot of damage and has the possibility to double and even triple hit.
And I think total it's 80 damage if you double hit, which is quite a bit, especially against early game enemies. So Wasabi now going to the Soul Master. You want to have as much soul as possible, at least 2 hits of it going into the room, because there's a strat we use to be able to kill it as quickly as possible.
Yep, let's see here if Sabi is able to get the quick kill.
Yep. Meanwhile, Collie is going to be making her way through the danger zone of Soul Sanctum. Let's keep an eye on her RNG as well.
Do you want to explain what Wasabi's doing here, Sarah, with the
Yes.
quick kill and everything?
So what Wasabi did is he fired, as soon as the Soul Master finished screaming at him, he fired 2 Shade Souls, one in either direction. One broke the soul jars at the beginning of the room, giving him even more soul to be able to hit him again. It looks like he's getting really poor RNG though from Soul Master, as well as
he seems
the fireball that really should have doubled. I don't know why it didn't, because the Soul Master was moving away from him. Collie getting the sad RNG. Oh, and taking a hit from the elevator. You do not want to see that. I really hope she'll heal up. And the elevator's now at the top as well.
Ooh, yeah, that's unfortunate, as you have to now wall jump generally from the other side, as you have to go around it.
Yes. So Collie losing time there and choosing to
Ooh,
heal.
and taking to heal. That's, I mean, yeah, it's wise, but now she has less soul for Soul Master, so it might be a bit harder.
I would have healed up once if I were in her shoes.
Yeah.
Just because going into Soul Master 2 health is a little bit iffy.
Sabi here getting Desolate Dive, which is an ability that gives quite a bit of iframes.
Yes, so this spell, once we get the upgraded version, Descending Dark, gives us one of the biggest damage outputs we'll have for the entire game until the very end, as well as gives us iframes, which we use for multiple fights and areas.
Yeah, namely the Watcher Knights fight, as it's used to chain Descending Darks so that you can kill the Watcher Knights as quickly as possible.
Yes. It's also used in, as I call it, a baby strat against the Malarks. Collie at 1 health, giving us a bit of a scare, not having enough to heal.
Oh, that's ballsy.
He's heal Collie.
Okay.
Give you a bit of a heart attack.
Yeah, the one hit to stagger on the walk of, or the float across the stage of a Soul Master there. Oh, Wasabi unfortunately going back up on the elevator.
Oh no.
as he comes down.
But I'm curious to see if he'll save the grub. I don't know if he has the stream open, so I don't know if he knows that he's ahead. He does
save the grub. You love to see it.
You really do.
You know what you also love to see? Killing Milo.
Nope. Nope.
So Collie here. Collie here now getting Desolate Dive as well.
Yes.
As Sabi comes into King Station.
I'm not sure how far behind she is because I forgot to remember when Wasabi picked up D-Dive.
Oh yeah.
Wasabi now taking this mandatory bench. This next segment is really nerve-wracking at times.
Because it's really long, yeah. You have to go through so many sections.
Yeah, it's really long. You have to go through all of Crystal Peaks, which is incredibly movement-based and has some really nerve-wracking segments. And
Sabi three geo short and having to go back to kill that husk, I think.
Jumping Husk, I think they are.
Jumping
Unless that's the one in Crossroads, I have no clue.
I do not remember the names of enemies.
I don't look at the Hunter's Journal.
Yeah. Bear saying Sabi is got the dive at 20:21 and Collie at 22:04.
Okay, so Collie is about 2 minutes behind. Not impossible to make up.
A minute 30 to a minute 40, yeah.
Yeah. This is still, I consider everything until Dreamnail to be early game. Once you get Dreamnail, you're 15 minutes into a roughly 50-minute to an hour run. So that's what I've decided is the benchmark to mid-game.
Mm-hmm.
Collie saving the
Collie
grub.
also saving the grub. We got some grub love runners here.
Oh yeah, I knew that Collie's a grub lover. I just
Yeah.
wasn't sure if she would save the grub seeds.
Now, I'm not sure if they both did that on their own volition or they actually set that up before the race of like, hey, we're gonna save this grub.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think I would assume of their own volition, but not sure.
I also don't know if either of them have the race up or if they're going blind. It is not against tourney rules at all to be watching the race while you run.
Mm-hmm.
So
and we see Sabi coming in here to say a quick hello to Mila, and a quick goodbye to Mila, as he goes up to get Crystal Heart.
Yes, Mila isn't infected until after Crystal Heart either way, so you couldn't hurt her if you wanted to, Clark.
But we can always see if he memes later and goes to kill her on his way to THK.
I should hope not. Especially because who knows how close the runners will be.
That's true. Only time will tell.
I haven't seen any runners do it before THK. I have unfortunately seen some misguided souls kill Mila after beating THK.
I see. Misguided souls. I see. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Some true heroes, as I would call them.
Objectively wrong. So now that both runners have purchased King Station, they really don't need to worry about Geo for the rest of the run.
Yep. The Watcher Knight's chest is what we're gonna get later, or is what they're gonna get later on, which will cover Geo cost for the entirety of the rest of the run, which is kind of crazy. As it gives you 655.
Yes. So Wasabi going through these cycle-based rooms here very cleanly, not taking any damage. That's what you want to see. Coming up is the Crystal Heart Laser Room. There are two cycles you could take, the damageless versus the damaged cycle. And although the damage cycle is a little bit faster, it's not necessarily the wisest choice to make because you then have to go through all of Crystal Peaks minus the damage, and if you heal, that's time lost.
Yeah, definitely. And we're gonna see Sabi go for one skip and possibly two here. That was the first one. The Homothety no fireball skip, where you use dash slash to air stall so that you're able to dash again and get to the next platform. And coming up here is a possible underplat.
There we go.
There it is. Underplat from Sabi.
Wasabi also takes
done
the
very nicely.
Cycle. Quite smart. Did it really cleanly. We'll see what Collie does in about 2 minutes or so.
Oh my gosh!
Looks like he golded again.
There it is.
I have no clue what this soundbite is, but I like it.
Yeah.
Can we get another HK Glot in chat? So Collie's struggling a little bit with that Glenback, trying to get soul off of it. None of the runners went for a Pog Axe. I'm not surprised at their level. It's not worth the risk for if you mess it up. Especially
it'll save 2 seconds, but it'll lose a lot more if done incorrectly. So
yes. Definitely
one of the harder swag strats in my opinion.
Oh no, and Collie messing up the timing in this room, that'll have a much greater implications.
Yeah, the cycles here, if messed up, can be hard to predict.
Yeah,
because it just depends on how much you mess it up. Sabi going for the dash strat here in the dark room. Oh nope, he's good. Almost dying here, but he saves it and gets through fairly cleanly, if I might add.
Yes, it was quite clean. If you mess up anywhere and take damage in the dark rooms, you respawn at the beginning of the room. Because the developers don't want you getting lost there as a new runner, as a new player. But for us speed running, it can throw us off a bit. So we'll see what strat Collie goes for in the Crystal Heart room.
Yep. And here on Sabi's screen here, we see him dash slash so that He's able to. He takes damage, but he's able
Slide to the
to.
left.
Yeah. He's able to get early control from that pickup animation of getting D-Dark.
No other platform Collie, you hate to see it.
Yeah, no Homothety, no Fireball, and no under-platform Collie. You do indeed
Yep.
hate to see it.
So, Collie at this point, it looks like she has a larger gap than before. 2707 Dreamnail interacting with the Dreamnail platform. If you could remember the time, because I'm definitely gonna forget that Collie's there.
Yeah. Bear saying that Sabi was at 2511 at Crystal Heart, and Collie was at 2710.
So it looks like Wasabi's
So,
widening the gap by a little bit every
yeah,
step.
he widened it by 20 seconds from D-Dive to Heart. So we'll see if he's able to do that, or if Collie's able to catch up in this coming up on the second half of the race here.
A little bit in that room before the dark room, and in the dark room as well. 1 health. Please leave and re-enter and heal. Under platform Wasabi, let's
The
go.
second under platform Wasabi, 2 times. You'll love to see it.
So Collie is getting some heal off of that bug, because as you saw before, it's quite easy to take double damage in that room. I think she chose to.
Ooh, safety strat of Sea Heart here, yeah.
I've never seen these C dashes before.
It's more of a safety strat where you're able to then C dash across all those platforms to get over. It is slower, but it is definitely safer to do it that way.
Okay. I've never seen that in my own runs. I use a combination of dashes and C dashes.
Yeah.
I've never seen one where you only do C dashes.
Yeah, interestingly, there are 3 different routes to take during that dark room. There's the C dash route, which you C dash all the way across, like Sabi did there.
No!
Oh no!
No!
Collie taking a very unfortunate death at the very, very last, like basically the farthest possible away in this entire run. Very unfortunate.
Place to die in the entire
It 100% is the worst place to die in the entire run. Very, very unfortunate for Collie.
Might be green path, honestly.
Possibly, yeah. And we see Sabi here coming up to the Watcher Knights. He did do.
She is C-dashing across this part, which I've never thought to do. Really smart.
Yeah.
It's really
definitely
good
saves
to see
time.
when a runner dies or messes up, how they recover. Because to be able to think on your feet like that is really important.
Oh, definitely, for sure. And Sabi here doing Watcher Knights. We saw him do. We saw him above Break a Chandelier, which falls on one of the Watcher Knights, which is so that you're able to. You have to fight 5 instead of 6, and it saves time there, so you have to fight 1 less.
He also used a ton of D-Darks, as we said. It takes 3 descending darks with Shaman Stone to kill them. And with the iframes, we can literally just sit inside them and spam the spell, assuming we get good RNG.
Yep. Collie here attempting to recover as she goes all the way back to Crystal Heart.
She doesn't need to go all the way through Crystal Peaks, though. She can take the bottom route.
Yeah, which will. Yeah, so you don't have to go all the way back up to Sea Heart, but you do have to go all the way back to the Dark Room, which is still very unfortunate, and it will be a major time loss as well.
For sure.
Sabi again golding with Lurie in there. Can we get a third HK Glot in the chat, please?
I wonder if he's on PB Pace.
I have no idea.
So now Wasabi is going to be going down for my personal favorite set of skips in the run, the Isma skips. It's a set of one spike tunnel followed by 2 acid skips, which are a ton of fun to pull off. So it doesn't
Yeah.
look like Collie does know the route to recover
Yep.
if you
Through
die
the
in
bottom.
round. Yep. Which is very good. I really hope she can get through the dark room without too many problems this time.
Yeah. Let's hope so. Oh, attempting to get more soul and takes another hit of damage. Very unfortunate. But let's see what she does here. Most likely going to be going for the same strat. Again,
I think she's
yep.
yes, she's going for it. She was trying to kill that bug that's in the way.
Yeah, the Crystal Hunter. Those,
Mhm.
in my opinion, are probably the worst enemy in the game. I hate those things with a
Oh yeah,
passion.
they're right up there with aspids, no question.
Oh, for sure.
So Wasabi having a little bit of trouble with the
The spike tunnel here. Ooh,
spike tunnel,
taking 2-3 hits of damage.
I really hope he can get it.
And there
So
we go.
he does need that soul to heal up to cast a fireball, because for the next acid skip, it's possible that some of the worms will be in the way.
Yeah.
So Collie picking up
Ooh,
her
getting
shade.
a fairly tight acid skip there, but managing to do it. Let's see how he does the setup here for this one.
Oh,
Oh,
he takes it
too
down.
high.
Now 1 health. If he dies here,
And oh no. So
Huge
that death definitely isn't as terrible as Collie's, and he definitely is still ahead, but
it's
still
the
very
worst
unfortunate
possible.
for Sabi here.
Yeah, and it's really bad shade spawn location as well. If he loses all of that geo, it
Oh,
can
that's
be
devastating for
incredibly
the rest of
hard
the
to
run.
recover.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what's even more unfortunate is that I believe he was on PB pace with those golds.
Oh no.
So he might have lost that with that death, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah. At
Not
this
certain
point,
about that, but I think I'm fairly certain, but again still
okay,
uncertain.
so Sour telling us that he was not on PB pace, but with that death, PB is unfortunately out of the question. Wait, Serpent telling us that PB is not out of the question. I guess we'll see how well he plays the rest of the run.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see if he PBs with a death. That would, I don't know. Then I think that Sabe will definitely feel like he has a lot of time saved still in his run. Yeah.
At like a 49-minute pace for the rest of the run, then yeah, he can PB.
Yeah.
But
Getting spike tunnel again, second try this time, as Collie C dashes all the way across here for Dreamnail. Oh no! We see her end it early, and yet she still ends up falling. That
what
is
happened there was
very
if
unfortunate.
you dash in the wrong place on that roof, you can actually end up being too high to do the C dash properly.
Oh, and a second fall from Collie.
Because
Very
Collie
unfortunate.
is used to this, she doesn't necessarily know where the dream platforms spawn to be able to get through it properly, which I think is what we saw there. So that'll be a really unfortunate time loss for her. Wasabi does not get the early control from the worms. I think he looked at them, saw them in a place he didn't like, and was like, it's okay, I don't need it.
Yeah.
The important thing is that he did not lose his shade, so he has his geo.
Yeah, he was able to get that final skip for Isthmus Tier, and he does have his geo back, which is very good for the rest of the run.
Yes.
And we see Collie here coming from Dreamnail, and going as Sabi did before to go Dreamnail Lurian and kill the Watcher Knights.
So this bridge that Wasabi just not dreamnailed,
C-dashed, yeah.
is complete RNG whether or not you're going to get hit out of your C dash. it looks like he did get the poor RNG and he got hit out of it, but he handled it really well.
Oh, he
And
stopped early.
Yes, he stopped early, but he didn't take the damage, which is what matters.
Right. Collie coming into the Watcher Knights fight here. We'll see how she does, because this can be a little tricky of a fight. Generally, it's fairly easy. So you just want to de-dark the Watcher Knights a lot, but you can end up taking damage from just attempting to spam it when there's two at the same time.
Yes. But Collie getting really nice RNG and good damage output on that second set of Watch Knights kills them both as quickly as possible, which is really nice. Same with that last pair, which is also great.
Yeah, and Sabi de-darking and going through that last what is the name of the name? Malark, that's it. Yeah. And getting an extra bit of soul off the last Malark there for
smart idea
for
there.
Broken Vessel here.
So those Malarks are actually less RNG than you'd think.
Ooh, missing face crime as well.
That's what it's called?
I don't know, that's what I call it.
Basin jump. That jump is really hard to get. If you get it your first try, you're saving 2 seconds. If you get it your second try, you save no time. And if you miss it any more times than that, then you're actually losing time. Okay, so Wasabi now fighting Broken Vessel. Very clean fight. Very well done.
Yep.
While
Collie is going back to then now do the Esma skips, and we'll see how she fares on those as Sabi did earlier. And is Sabi
now picking up the second to last movement ability of the game, being the double jump, aka not Moth and Cloak,
Monarch Wings. Yeah, which is the second vertical movement ability in the game.
Yes. We don't really need it to get anywhere that we wouldn't be able to otherwise, except for Hornet 2. And it is technically possible to get there without wings, but it's a really cursed rando skip that I would not want to attempt during a speedrun.
Oh, for sure.
Involves pogoing off a shade and some aspids.
Yeah. And this is all skills, so, we need to do it.
Yes. I have heard talk, though, of getting wings after fighting Hornet 2, which the thought of just scares me. So Collie actually doing an interesting strat there for the spike tunnel, using her air stall from the dash slash to give her enough movement again to be able to get through the spike tunnel.
Yeah,
She's the only runner that I know of who chooses that strat, and she actually says it's easier for her than the other version of spike tunnel.
Yeah, I must say it's one that I haven't seen before, but I can say it is a very cool swag strat from.
Oh yes.
From seeing it there.
Looks like she's struggling as well with
with the final acid room. Yeah.
Yeah, this one there's no visual cues. You need to rely on feel for it, and if you mess up the timing of the jump after the C dash at all, you won't get the skip that pushes you over the ledge.
And there she is able to get the acid skip finally and acquire Isma's Tear.
I don't know if she's gonna get.
Oh, she is gonna get it. Yep, there it is.
Awesome. Let's
and
go.
Kills it for 1 use of soul.
That's great.
She
probably wants it to heal. That's what I'd imagine.
There is a bench fairly soon, so I would imagine not. But
it depends
we'll see.
because of the bridge being RNG. Either way, this will be really nice going into Broken Vessel Split. Wasabi currently on his way to Hornet 2, objectively the hardest boss fight in the run.
Yeah.
Hornet 2 can give you attacks that can completely counter your spells, taking away any damage you would do.
Yeah, her parries are not one to mess with, for sure.
Yes. Collie really cutting it close with that second C dash there, but just misses taking damage.
Yep.
Really nice.
Let's see how this fight goes, especially seeing Wasabi did not use the safety strat, so he will have to, if he dies here, walk all the way back.
That would give Collie some time to catch up.
Yeah, it would. I don't think it would be quite enough time, but would definitely close that gap.
Because, I don't know, we'd have to wait to see. It would help her quite a bit.
Yeah, it would.
Especially because Wasabi had one death already, so he'd have more deaths than her. And the walk back is quite long.
I think they're 2-minute difference along with Collie dying in one of the worst places to die on this run. Definitely does not help things. Oh, and there's the kill.
Doing that. Nice fight from Wasabi. Not too many doubles though.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of skill and knowledge of the fight to be able to double every fireball. But the
Definitely.
damage it does if you get it right is so important.
Oh, for sure. And that's how people are. Ooh, Collie, no.
Getting the bad RNG from this Moloch. It is complete RNG whether or not you get hit here.
No, those are timed.
No, that that C dash Moloch is complete.
Oh, is it?
All the other ones are not RNG.
I see.
Choosing wisely to heal up off of this Moloch, because if you're standing there, there's a very, 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 very small chance you'll get hit.
Yeah, similar to Nosk, where there's just places in the arena where you can just stand and up slash.
Yep.
And she's the enemy or boss.
So it looks like Collie is also going for the basin jump. She does not get it and does not attempt another try. Let's see how she fares against the Broken Vessel fight. So Wasabi going through one of the breather sections of the run now to get Cyclone Slash. There aren't any movement heavy segments. There aren't any dangerous segments. It's sort of a chance for the runners to breathe before you go into Umu and then incredibly heavy end segments of the game that are just really heavy movement.
For sure.
Collie getting a lot of headbang attacks, which is what you want to see with the fight, because you can just spam
D-Dark. Yeah, she ended it fairly quickly too, which is good to see. And gets the correct timing for the C-dash into the next room.
Let's go.
Sabi coming up here for the second time to King's Pass. This is the good alternative to coming to King's Pass in this run. The second, of course, being a reset, which we cannot see in a race setting.
King's Pass people arrive.
Indeed.
Because of how easy it is to mess up in the beginning segments, there's a meme in the community for how often a King's Pass gets reset. I know of one runner who has reset King's Pass, I think he said 40 times in one day?
I thought it was 50.
I'm not sure exactly.
I have no idea. It was definitely a lot, yeah. I've just heard it down from the grapevine. Serpent in chat saying only 50. Oh no. Oh, Sabi again, Golden Cyclone Slash.
Let's go, HK Glod for Wasabi.
The fourth HK Glod.
I think that's four Glods so far.
Yep, it is. Yeah. And Collie here coming up on Hornet 2 as Wasabi now goes to Uma.
Yeah. I don't think there's any chance he can PB, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not entirely certain about that either, especially with that death.
Yeah, I don't think so. I could be proven wrong.
Yeah. However, these golds that he has been getting seem all right.
Yep. I'm curious by how much, especially because, as we said, like, there's not much going on in that split. So to gold it, like, your movement has to be really good.
Yeah.
So Wasabi now going down into Fog Canyon. This area is kind of scary if you mess up any of the movement, because you can take plenty of damage off these jellies, as you can see now, and those big ones deal double damage. Thankfully,
Yeah.
he did not hit any of those. I'm curious though to see if he'll take the bench before Umu. I imagine,
He's at 2 health. I would imagine that he would.
yeah.
And to respond to KK in chat, we can sure try.
What are you talking about? The gold sound is amazing.
Collie coming up here on Hornet 2, and we'll see how she fares.
Hornet 2 parrying her Shade Soul just as she casts it. You do not like seeing that. A second time. She did get a couple Shade Soul doubles though already, at least one that I saw. While Wasabi is fighting Umu, there is a very specific setup to be able to one-cycle Umu. I'm curious if he's going to get it. It is very precise with the setup and with the damage output.
It is indeed quite hard to get.
And
if he gets an extra attack... Oh, a very slow Quirl, however. Oh, only 3 hits. Oh no! Oh, you really hate to see it. I'm not sure. He might be able to, but without soul, I believe here. He just hasn't. He was not able to get that Dream Nail off, and yeah, it's looking like a 3 cycle.
Yeah, I don't. Yep, this is a 3 cycle. I don't think he'll get a 4 cycle if he handles this next bit well. I hope he
Let's just hope he doesn't die.
Yeah.
Oh, choosing to heal with that soul. Very interesting, yeah. Smart, but also the need for it here is...
Yeah, Umu, I believe, is going to still be 3 fireballs away. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, there it is. Collie having a nice Hornet 2 fight and has gotten the King's Brand.
Yep. But if she is able to one-cycle Umu, then that might give her a bit of a chance to catch up. I don't know if it'll be enough, but I guess we'll see. There's currently a 5-minute time difference between them, Little Bear telling us, from Kingsbrand, but we'll see how that looks after Collie does Umu.
Yeah, Sabi with that still 3 cycle. Very unfortunately, if Collie's able to get a 1 cycle, that could, that could lessen the gap between them.
Okay, chat telling us that Collie does not go for 1 cycle though. I don't imagine she'll change that.
Yeah.
It is incredibly difficult to get.
Yeah, it is incredibly precise to get, which makes it fairly hard.
And like even top runners still mess it up at times.
Oh, for sure.
I wonder if Collie will... Oh, she does not talk to Elderbug.
Well, we can hope for after the run.
Yes. I don't know if Collie's an Elderbug person. I feel like she is, but I'm not sure. So Wasabi now heading into the most movement-heavy areas of the run, with the split arena to get Howling Raids, which, although it's an arena, is very movement based. All the squids spawn in the same location, which means you want to kill them the same way every time. Then you go into Queen's Gardens, a super movement heavy area, which goes into Deep Nest, a segment of 3 rooms that are just completely movement in the dark. So we'll see how the runners handle
Dark
that.
Deep Nest is it can be a challenge, but if you know the layout, it's fairly easy.
For most runners, it's actually the Crystal Peaks one is harder.
Definitely.
Oh, I forgot about Great Slash. That one is also incredibly movement heavy.
Yep. Wasabi having a bit of trouble getting through the room, okay?
I do run this category.
Yes, good job.
He does not get the airwalk. You do not like seeing that. But let's see how his movement is with the rest of the split. This is the first bit of C- platforming, and I think the only proper bit of C- platforming in the run.
Yeah, here and then out of the arena after getting Howling Wraiths.
It's not so much C- platforming though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like here, you just going through C-dashing, skipping these rooms, but then you have to C-dash in between floaty guys. I think they're Durandas. Not sure.
Something similar to that, yeah. I think.
So that's what you're gonna see Wasabi do here. And it's incredibly timing based, so if you mess it up, you won't get the quick cycle. Wasabi taking a different strat than I've seen. Taking damage off of that, you don't like to see it.
Thankfully, the hitbox or the I'm blanking on
hazard respawn.
That's it, hazard respawn. Thankfully, the hazard respawn is right where he took damage, so didn't really lose any time by going back.
We're about to quit out. He's not in any danger, really.
Yeah.
So he's now getting our last nailer of the game, of the run. After this, there are only 2 more skills and 1 dreamer to get before we...
Ooh, Collie opting to heal here instead of taking the bench above.
Honestly smart. I think it's faster to heal, although I'm not sure what she's planning on doing about soul. Oh, she has enough soul. She could afford to do that.
Yep.
I hadn't realized she'd gone...
They are now one bench length behind. Or 2, actually.
Right. So because we get hard saved by the dreamers, it's not worth taking the bench beforehand because it'll just get reset to the dreamer after we're done getting it.
Right. Yeah, there are a few hard saves in the game. That being the dreamers and D-dive and Shade Soul.
Yes.
Or sorry, Shade Cloak.
Shade Cloak.
Yeah,
I'd
D-dive and
actually
Shade Cloak.
forgotten about the D-dive one.
Yep.
So I have no clue if Collie's on track for a 2-cycle. I unfortunately don't know.
Gets an extra here, I think.
I don't think that's an extra. I could be mistaken. No, that's probably an extra.
It seems like.
But she does get the 2-cycle.
Yep. Wasabi here in the Squid Arena room. We'll see how he fares. He seems to be doing okay against all of these.
Yeah. He is taking...
Ooh.
Stunks and spikes.
Yep.
It's not what you want to see. But he does handle it pretty well.
He handles it all right, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's see, does he heal? Yep.
Yes, because getting the spell will refill
your soul meter, yeah.
Yeah, getting the upgraded version does not do that, however, only the base versions.
Bear telling us that the runners are now 4 minutes apart.
Looks like she closed the gap.
Yep.
Not by enough, unfortunately, though. I'm trying to think if there are any more lynch points. Oh, you know what it is? The worst place to die is definitely at the end of Dark Deep Nest. No question in my mind, because you have to go through all of Queen's Gardens again, as well as you have to find your shade in the dark, and there aren't really any more good places to farm Geo if you don't get it. So I think that's the one place you can die that's actually worse than Crystal Peak's death.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in the second room specifically. If you somehow get like hit by a weaver there, yeah.
The second room, I'm trying to think of. The second room, there isn't really a place for you to take damage unless you fall.
Yeah,
which,
that's
unless
true.
you've practiced recovering, good luck.
Right.
Like, it's... Unless you've practiced where to go to get back up to where you're supposed to be, it's incredibly hard to just do blinds.
Yeah, definitely.
And some runners don't even know which direction you're supposed to go.
Sabi here coming through gardens. We'll see if his sea dash is here or nope, he does not choose to. Because if you get hit by that, it's set of time loss, so it's whether you want to end up going for it or not.
Really nice Queen's Gardens, though.
Yeah, not needing to dream nail those guys for soul.
Yeah. He was already at full health when he went into the room. He only took the one damage that was absolutely mandatory in that split. It does look like he took a damage here, though, and is maybe not getting lost, but he did struggle a bit there. Getting over the area with the spikes. He didn't use soul there. That'll be good, because he'll be able to, instead of having, after he gets the dreamer, he'll be able to kill the stalking devout instead of having to go around.
Right.
And chat telling us that Collie did get the airwalk. Unfortunately, I was not watching her screen at the time. But you really love to hear it. So, very clean Dark Deep Nest from Wasabi while Collie goes through the C-dash segment with the Durandas. Getting good cycles. Synchronized C-dash, let's go!
Will Sabi Sabi does not charge a nail art here for a cyclone slash on that barrier.
So, a fun fact, if you don't stop your C-dash into that room that Collie was just in, you automatically get dunked in the spikes. The devs do not give you enough time to stop your C-dash.
Yeah, because there is the difference there. When you go into that room, there's kind of that barrier of time where you have to stop your C-dash, and it is not enough time at that point.
So it's very important for the runners to stop the C-dash beforehand.
Sabi with the 5th gold at Hera. You'll love to see it. HK Glod for the 5th time.
Absolutely beautiful sound.
Indeed, indeed.
So I'm not sure where Wasabi used his extra hit of soul that he didn't have enough to kill the devout that way. I'm a little bit confused with that. But he's now on his way to go to the abyss. This is the last scary area of the run. It includes 2 movement heavy segments, one very RNG dependent. The sibling climb is the first one in the room with the lighthouse, and although the shade spawns are apparently not RNG, their drift is. So where they will spawn, where they will be when you get to them, is completely RNG dependent, and they deal 2 damage. So if you mess it up, it's not unheard of for a runner to die there.
Right, and especially if you get hit beforehand on your way down there, Coming in with 4 health instead of 5 can definitely hurt you if you take 2 damage, as
Oh,
that
yeah.
will amount to death instead of you being at 1 HP.
Yes. So Collie's struggling a little bit there with Mound, down 2 health. I want to see her heal now, but she should be fine for Queen's Gardens. Yes, she is healing here. Good choice.
Yeah, we're gonna see Collie come up here on as Sabi did previously on Queen's Gardens, and then Beast's Den as well, where
Yes.
the runners using wings and claw are able to skip a majority of it.
So Wasabi now going into the room with the sibling climb. Let's see how he handles it. This part can be very nerve-wracking, but he gets a very clean sibling climb. Well
Yeah,
done.
wow, not even taking even 1 damage.
And also
Very nice to see from
not
Wasabi.
falling down at all, like not losing his upward momentum. So Collie coming up on the mandatory damage warp over here. She gets it first try. Messing
And
up
with her
that
hit, charges a nail art to then hit the barrier there, to in fact only need to hit it twice before.
Oh,
Oh,
Wasabi almost hit quit out before he touched the basin to
so
get the cloak. That would've
Sabi almost quitting out too early, but at the same time, even with that, still golding again in Shade Cloak. that is the 6th HK Glod.
Let's go, Wasabi.
Yep,
Let's see, maybe
doing
he'll-
great on this race with his golds.
So he's now going to pick up his last skill, Abyss Shriek. This gives us the biggest amount of damage output in the game. Unfortunately, we get it just at the end, but it is incredibly useful against the Hollow Knight fight. We use it almost exclusively because we're able to get right up in the Hollow Knight's face and just scream at him until he dies.
Ooh, Collie having an unfortunate room before the dark room there,
Oh, no.
not getting the timing down for the inventory drop.
I really hope Collie gets through these dark rooms smoothly. I know I'm pretty sure she has had a death here in the past.
Sabi there farming soul for the use of a Howling Wraiths.
I don't know what's going on with his stream though that we're dropping so many frames though. We would have gotten synchronized Z dashes.
Yeah, not sure really what happened there, but Sabi here is getting Shade Cloak, and we'll see how he. Sorry, Abyss. Sorry, he got Shade Cloak before, getting Abyss Shriek now. We'll see how he fares with the Abyss Climb and THK.
Yeah, so the Abyss Climb is the last movement segment of the run, and also the most movement heavy. It's incredibly precise, and especially with the way that we do it, you use spikes you have to get really close to certain spikes to be able to pogo off of them to gain enough height. This is the most nerve-wracking area. He does miss the spike.
Missing the second spike pogo there. Going for it again and getting it.
He gets it. Let's
You'll
go
love
with
to see it.
Bobby.
Collie here coming up on Hera, the last and final Dreamer.
Yep. So, nice Abyss Climb from Wasabi. He is now going to fight the Hollow Knight. He's going to be going in with full health and 1 soul. I imagine he won't opt to take the Dirtmouth bench because he is at full health and he has a soul. And if you die to the Hollow Knight, it automatically leaves you in the Black Egg Temple anyway.
Right. So there's no need for the bench there.
Yes. So Collie choosing the right side.
Yeah, Sabi here dropping in frames, it looks like.
I really hope
as
we'll be
well.
able to
Oh
see
no.
this Hollow Knight fight.
Yep. Let's hope so. Okay, there we go. It looks like it's cleared up. I don't want to comms curse the frames. That would be the definitely the worst thing to comms curse, especially here at the end.
See that shit? Sabi, where are you going?
Where is he?
I have no clue where he is.
All right, Sabi has chosen to meme. Let's just see what he
We're
does.
dropping frames as well.
Oh. All right. Chat. Any idea what Sabi is doing here?
I genuinely have no clue. Did he autopilot?
Did he? I think he might have autopiloted to Umo.
Oh my gosh, Wasabi. Please take the bench now. Oh, no, he's...
Or did he just...
getting the grub! Let's go, Wasabi. That's what you like to see.
And there's the grub saved, also at 1 HP.
No!
And he's dead! Oh no!
That'll give Collie a
He's
huge...
all the way, but he didn't take the bench at Dormouth. Oh my god, I didn't realize. He's
frustrated.
He's still ahead. He is still ahead, but that is a very big time deficit.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Punished for the grub.
He died for the meme. You hate to see it.
We have a lot of numbers on Monsteller's chart though.
Yeah, for sure.
Wasabi, why didn't you take the bench?
Oh no.
Oh gosh. There's this with the infected crossroads.
Alright, let's
Collie
see. Oh,
has-
Collie taking a hit. Collie taking 2 hits. Oh no. Oh no, Collie. Collie, no. Oh, okay. Very narrowly avoiding very many siblings right now.
Yes. Okay, she's good though.
Oh, she's okay. She's all right.
Oh, Wasabi demonstrating a second abyss climb. 3 abyss climbs today. Let's go.
You love to see it. Hey, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. We could get more than 3. Let's hope not.
Do you
though.
want more than 3?
I would not like more than 3.
Yes. I don't like more than 2. And we're dropping frames again. It looks like he's at the top though.
Yup, he is.
And Collie is about to quit out.
Yep.
So on to the Hollow Knight fight for
there's the quit out from Collie as she gets Shade Cloak. Sabi here, hopefully opting to take a bench at one of these 2 locations.
I'm curious if he'll get a shade. Because at this point...
Oh yeah, at this point it really doesn't matter. I mean, like, it still technically does, because you do want that to be the ability to store 3 spells over 2, but...
Yes, that'll be a huge difference. Also, but if he has a stream open, Collie could catch up.
There is the potential. It depends on if he goes for a shade here, and depends on how fast. Okay, so he does opt to take this bench here, just in case category. Before whatever he's gonna do here, whether it's so does he? He does not opt to go for his shade.
Okay, we'll see how this Hollow Knight fight goes.
Yeah.
I don't think there are any times where you should be getting to have a full thing of soul.
Now let's see if he goes for a helicopter. Oh,
he gets the
and he
forget
gets.
what it's called.
I forget what the name of that is. I was gonna say let's see if he goes for helicopter night, but he in fact did not go for that.
Nope.
Yeah, he got the Superman glitch as
Super Knight.
Chat, Super Knight as Chat seems to be calling it.
Yeah.
Very funny to see. First time I've ever seen that.
This is NMG. We use multiple glitches throughout the run, such as inventory dropping, such as the hazard warp, and the airwalk, just to name a few. So
Sabi trying to get the new strat of Cyclone slashing those chains to get them slightly earlier, but unfortunately missing.
Wasabi.
As we see a climb from Collie.
Yeah.
Let's see how both of these runners handle what is presented to
I'm
them.
not sure which screen to watch. I'm a little bit nervous for Wasabi though. He
Yeah,
is
2 masks here. Ooh, 1 mask.
This could give Collie a chance to catch up. If he dies to the Hollow Knight,
Oh, that was so close. So close to taking another point of damage.
and 1 health again. Please heal Wasabi. My heart does not like this.
Alright, well, he takes the heal.
Nice pogo on the Hollow Knight. He does miss getting all 4 ticks on 2 of his.
Another 1 health, chooses opts to heal again, right before the screen.
Yes, so he is able to heal here, which is good. He opts to heal twice, which is honestly very smart. Especially because in the bullet hell phase, it's a ton of time that if you spend dodging, you're not spending
Attacking,
healing.
yeah.
So that is the final scream from the Hollow Knight. He is almost dead.
Alright, now
And
Collie.
there we go. GG Wasabi.
Yep, as Collie here comes up to THK.
So it looks like Collie will not be going to save a crowd for the memes.
Not in this one.
Wasabi. GG on the golds as well. I think there were 5 of them.
There were indeed five golds that Wasabi has gotten here today. Yep. And if you could, Zira, can you mark Wasabi is done?
Yes. So Collie now having her Hollow Knight fight, going in also with 5 health and 1 damage of soul. This will be good because it means that she'll be able to get off a shriek as soon as the Hollow Knight is done screaming at her. She does have the distinct advantage of not having a cracked vessel though.
This is true.
So what you're looking for in the Hollow Knight fight is
Parries.
damages and no parries.
No, you do not want parries. That is the one attack that you're not looking for.
You also don't want
in the
dashes
fight.
because you want to be able to stay as close to him as possible. And
Yeah,
fight off
for the
you just can't
for the
do.
shrieks.
Yeah. So she's getting plenty of dashes, unfortunately, and parries.
Oh, you hate to, I literally comps cursed it. I 100% comps cursed it.
This is an attack that's good because she can do hits and get a spell off. I hope she heals here. Just 1. Oh, 2 to be safe.
Yep.
Nice that she's getting damage off during that attack as well. So, the Hollow Knight, yep, there's that last scream. I was about to say is close to the scream.
Yep. Now this is the
And GG.
and that is a GG from Collie as she finishes off the THK.
Yes, so... Oh, I unfortunately marked her as done before the music finished.
Oh yeah, that cuts off.
Let me invite... I think I need to send them the...
Yeah, speed gaming should send it automatically, but sometimes it's faulty. I would say send them links
Okay.
just in case.
Let me send that to the runners. Okay. So, that was honestly a great race.
Yeah.
Lots of grubs saved, which is obviously the most
Always awesome to see for sure. They're in the other
Yes,
chat. Let's see if
so-
we can move them up.
Let's not move them up until...
There they are.
Hello.
GG, guys.
Hello.
Great.
Welcome.
Jeez.
Commentators for coming.
Yeah, for
thank
sure.
you.
That's Wasabi on the win.
Sabi, that grub. Oh my god.
Oh,
hate
that was
to
the
see
most
it.
costly grub, but you know
That
what?
really was.
There's the grub, though.
Yeah, you did save it. You do love to see it.
Yeah, it was
But very, very costly.
worthwhile, I guess.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
The worth grub. I think I'll name that the worth grub.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grub is just worth.
So, congrats on the 5 golds.
Yeah, jeez.
I'm so sorry about the fucking.
No,
Sorry.
It was good.
It's great content, I will say that.
Yeah.
So people are acting like it was a lewd reaction or something, but it's like no, it's just like relax, guys. I don't know. It's just a gold sound. Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
So,
Also, I'm going to ask this at the beginning. Does chat have any questions for our runners here? Because
Yeah.
I feel like I'm prone to forget that.
So, Collie,
Mhm.
after your death in Crystal Peaks, what was going through your mind? How are you feeling about the run?
I figured at that point it was probably over, but I wanted to play my best anyway. I wasn't playing well at all today. Nerves got to me pretty badly. So, I mean, with Rando, I knew the quickest way to get back. So my goal was just to get back there as quickly as I could.
Of course.
Yeah, I saw that you had those backup strats. It's nice how Rando can help with that.
It really
having
is.
items
Yeah.
where you.
Of course.
Something I wanted to ask.
Yeah, because
about.
most runners, I assume, in practice, just
Yeah.
kind of quit out there and death and sea peaks. Like,
Right, exactly.
do I really
Right,
continue?
In a race setting, you can't do that. Yeah, of course.
So, did either runners have the stream open?
had the
I
stream
did for
open,
sure.
yeah.
Okay.
I
I didn't have audio, but I had it open.
I was really nervous after I saw I messed up Aspid Arena, and then I saw Collie mess it up too, and I'm like, okay, you know what? All right, I noticed I was very tense. Like every muscle of my body was like rigid. I was like, let's relax a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
I can definitely feel that. Same with me as well in common. Yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely more nervous for this race than any of the other two that I've done so far.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more pressure when you have a chance or an expectation to win. Man, that
Yeah.
grub. I just wanted to go visit the grub father just like this. And then I was like, while I'm visiting the grub father, why don't I save this grub? And I forgot there was like 3
Aw.
explosive souped up enemies in that room.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. I'm just
I was just so worried. If you'd have gotten your shade and then gotten really poor Hollow Knight RNG, Collie could have taken it back.
yeah, especially if I had gotten my shade and then just died because I was pretty close to death there too. So
Yeah.
but you know what? The grub was worth. It would have been worth an L. I'll take that grub.
For
Also,
sure, for sure.
we got 2 abyss climbs, 2 triple spikes out of that. I don't know if Collie does triple
Yeah.
spike, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we were.
got 3 lovely abyss climbs. So
Yep. very, very nice to see. Very nice to see.
I did gold my
Um,
Watcher Knights. That was
Ooh,
by
congrats.
about
Ooh,
2 seconds, I
nice.
believe.
yeah, we both golded our watcher nights today. That was,
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
they just stacked up real nice for me. I'm like, oh, well, I wish I had
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
done that in a good
exactly.
run. Thanks. but-
Right?
Yeah. Sabi, were you ahead of PB at all? During-
No, because I would have. So my PB, if I'm going to PB again, it's probably going to be from playing really well in Dark Nest, which I did. I did gold Dark Nest, but like I died beforehand, so it was doomed.
Yeah.
So I won't. In most of my, and I don't imagine I'll ever be ahead in a run until Dark Nest. I saved a full minute in Dark Nest though.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I thought I had 40 seconds there. It looks like it's around 60.
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
And then I golded Shade Cloak right after for another 3. So
I am curious though, Wasabi, because I thought I saw you go through Dark Nest and leave it with 3 hits of soul, but after the Dreamer sequence, you only had 2. So I'm curious, where did that last bit of soul go?
chat was saying that I had to spam spells on the Devout because my D-Dark missed because it trolled me and walked backwards early, and I was like, okay, cool. I'll just Shade Soul you twice, I guess.
You know,
Don't have time for this. But yeah, I thought that we had both pretty much earned our early to mid game. I earned the hitless Crystal Peaks, which I think is the first time I've ever done that.
Nice.
That's
And
cool, yeah.
I also earned the death to the spikes, the spike tunnel and the Yzma's acid skip.
no.
And I saw that you got that first try with your dash slash strat. I was really proud to see that.
I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah,
if nothing
that's
else,
really
at least
cool.
I got that first try. I was proud of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so.
a strategy that I've never seen before. So that was awesome to see for the first time.
Yeah, Collie, I think you're the only runner who consistently goes for it.
Nerf does it
Yeah.
as well.
Who?
I see.
Nerf Arella?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, very cool, very cool. And also, chat is asking, was the grub saved in city? Was that planned? Because both
Nope.
of you guys did go for it.
Nah, that was just an easy one. Honestly, if I was behind, I would not have gone for that grub. So Collie is a lot more chivalrous than I am.
I always go for that grub unless I'm on like serious PB pace, and even then, sometimes I'll go for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Very cool.
He's a lot more chivalrous than me. I was considering the grub and C peaks, and I was like, no, because I don't want to like throw off my rhythm for C peaks, and then just like, especially if like Collie starts catching up, because I obviously didn't know she was going to die like in C peaks. So I was like,
Right,
if she starts catching up in C peaks, I'm gonna like, and just because I trolled and grabbed that grub, I'm gonna be annoyed. So I just let's not.
Especially because it's so out of the way.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of risk with that grub.
Mhm.
So,
And if I was going to catch up, it would have been in peak or mound, because that's where my biggest time saves typically are.
Hmm.
Yeah.
right. So, are there any parts of the run, for both runners? What's your favorite part of the all skills run?
My favorite is
Um,
Hornet 2. Hornet 2
that's
is my
really-
favorite, and then my second favorite would be the Great Slash split.
I love fighting Hornet too. I have not gotten good at her fight to where I can like consistently save time there. I know that I have a lot of time save on that fight from I need to learn how to double her and stuff. But I do enjoy fighting her. I would say my favorite part of this run is actually Soul Sanctum and Peaks, because those are the parts I've practiced the most, and it feels really good to do them quickly. And I hated that we both got trolled by the Soul Master. What the fuck?
Yeah,
It's
you
so
guys.
bad.
You guys
Oh,
both did not
man.
get the quick
Ugh,
connect, which is
like
very,
I was like,
very
I got
unfortunate.
I got the good start that I wanted, and then he just didn't teleport into the third fireball, and I'm like, okay, cool.
And you just
Yeah.
got knives and whatnot. And then Wasabi, you had one Shade Soul that you fired at him while he was walking away from you, and it didn't double.
Wait, which one?
While he was the Soul Master, when he was
Oh, the
flying-
Soul Master. Yeah, the Soul Master just trolled me super hard in like
Oh,
every
yeah.
possible way. I was like,
For sure.
then I saw the troll Collie too, and I'm like, just like, I wish one of us had gotten a good Soul Master and showed off like those quick strats. Because when people see like this Soul Master die in 20 seconds flat, they're like, wow, I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
I used up my good Soul Master in practice yesterday.
Oh, I see.
I really wish we could have both gotten the Deathless run today, because I do like seeing those runs where
Yeah.
both runners
Yeah,
are
we're both
playing
runners
at
do
the
really
peak, but
well. Yeah.
unfortunately, I guess neither one of us were up to that.
Yeah, well, it was still a very fun race, and it was still super fun
Yeah.
to commentate.
Yeah, it was. It was closer than I expected it to be.
Yeah, for sure.
At the end, Wasabi.
I mean,
you
actually,
run
I
for
expected
Shade.
it to be close.
I expected it to be close up until the point I died, and that point
Right.
I figured it wasn't going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, resetting to Abyss. I started to like math it out. I'm like, can Collie catch up here? I was like, maybe. I'll just climb
Oh, no.
as fast as I can and see what happens.
You ended up being, I think, around one Abyss climb apart.
Yeah, generally.
So
I was, you know, when I was going to grab the grub, I thought, I'm like, I should have benched a dirt mouse so I can quit back out there once I grab this grub. And then I died, and I was like, wow, I really should have benched a dirt mouse, huh?
Yeah.
that's the problem with that grub. Especially if you do rando categories or for master arts. It doesn't necessarily compute, oh, this room is going to be infected now, because in all the other categories you almost never go to that area.
Yeah, in rando, it's like, when do you ever grab that grub during infected crossroads? It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not my finest moment there, but I'm glad the chat was entertained by it.
It's all about the content.
Of course.
So, chat, do you have any more questions that you would like to ask the runners?
Yeah. Any further questions before we wrap up here?
I would like to say to Collie that I really enjoyed racing against her, and that I'm glad she continued to play well after the death in Sea Peak. So
Yeah, I enjoyed this run too. Despite the nerves and the deaths, it was a really fun race. Thanks, Wasabi.
So, chat asking if you can go talk to Elderbug.
I am already doing that.
No. Sarah, the question is Mila killing.
No.
The question is definitely about Mila killing, not yeah.
Stop bowing to Mila. I think you misread Chloe.
Oh, okay. I do have glasses, so I can't see the best, but it definitely says my question is kill Mila, please.
No, it must be bad of Mila. It can't be anything else.
I see.
Holly talking to Elderbug makes Sierra happy.
yeah, Grandfather's my homie.
He's
the homie above homies. So I
I'm
had
just
to
going
come
for
to
a walk.
him.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. Not going to kill Mila. You hate to see it.
Are you going to save that grub as well?
Nah.
You know, this place is very special to me, the Grub home, because when I first played Hollow Knight, this was the moment I realized how big the game was. Because at first, I was like, okay, so there's 20 grubs that I need to save, and I saw these over here, and I'm like, maybe 22. And then when I grabbed that fourth grub, it appears way in the background here, and I'm my god,
there's
this game is going to last forever.
Yeah, no, I definitely had that misconception too the first time playing it. There's that one in the background, but earlier or more in the foreground than the background. More in the foreground of the background, I should say. And I thought it was only that one. And I was like, oh, there's not many of them. And then you realize it's all of them, even in the very back, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. 44, 42 grubs is the total, I think. 46. It's 46.
Yeah, I believe it was 46, yeah.
I know it's an even number, but...
Where you're going, Colin?
Well, I died, so not going anywhere.
You haven't died on the stream yet.
Oh, old Wasabi.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Oh.
Went the wrong way and infected.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's from Collie. I don't know why, though. She has wings. She doesn't need to do the shade skip.
Oh, was she going to save Sly?
That's what I was gonna do, yeah.
Oh, Sly needs saving.
Okay.
But, I don't know.
I think we're going to end off here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Clark and Sierra, for coming.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, thank you, Coms. GG's Wasabi, congrats on your win. Very well played.
Thank you.
That's Wasabi.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you,
Congrats to both runners
everyone
as
who's
well.
supporting both of us in chat. Saw a lot of wholesome
Yeah, thank you,
messages.
chat.
Yeah.
Yes. So tune in for
Chat
that.
definitely keeping it real.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, so there will be another all skills run technically today, but it is midnight, so very technically. So yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, morning, whatever it is. And we will see you hopefully for other all skills races.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Night.